has made a RBI has made an amendment in liquidity coverage ratio. Sir, liquidity coverage ratio tells us about whether the bank has the ability to pay their short-term needs, short-term liquidity. So, sir, there are amendments are done. Basically, they have additional runoff rate of 2.5% increase in mobile and banking sector, mobile, basically internet mobile banking. And another news I have read, like NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, they have uh, trying to improving the payment systems. They are right. Recently, we face a UPI overloading issues, so they are trying to launch a new technology so that in future we don't face this problem. And JD Vance, US President, has come to India for a bilateral talks related to regional talks or trade which is trade tariff which is war which is going on between China and India. So what how we are going to manage all these things, it is going on. And we are in a talk with UK to sign a bilateral trade agreement. And with the USA, our team has gone to USA to discuss on this also.
Adnan, did you read today's business?
No, sir, not today. I'll read by tomorrow, actually.
What is liquidity?
I'm not
Anybody?
Liquidity, sir, it
liquidity.
means that like in short term, whether the you are able to pay your loans in a short term period.
That is liquidity.
That is, I can say, it shows that whether you are liquidated or not. I can say whether you are able to pay your short term loans in a small period of time. It shows your liquidity. I think so, sir.
So liquidity is a amount of cash in hand can be considered as liquidity for the company.
Yes,
Cash
Puneet, are you
or
satisfied
any
with
assets.
Adnan's answer?
You can
Pardon,
say
sir?
in other terms you can say like that, but in accounting terms, when we say current liabilities or we have to meet like liquidity ratios are there, so it tells us about the company, whether the company is having to meet their short term liabilities. So sir, this is how I try to interpret it, liquidity.
What I have asked, what is liquid assets? I have not asked about current ratio, liquid ratio.
Okay, sir. Okay. But
What is liquid assets as per balance sheet definition?
liquid asset, sir, which can be converted into cash with a very short period of time, like stocks, I can say, or cash and cash equivalent items.
Yes, that short period of time, there is some timeline defined in the balance sheet. What
Okay,
is that?
sir. I can say, sir, it is 6 months or 3 months.
6 months or 3 months?
Basically, sir, within 1 year, we can say.
You are BCom grads, and you should confirm that it is 3 months. Within 3 months, if anything can be converted into cash, that is called
Okay, sir.
liquid asset.
Okay, sir.
That should not be 6 months or 1 year.
Okay, okay, sir.
So what do you expect from the bilateral meeting with Trump regarding tariff?
Sir, we expect that in bilateral talks, yeah, US also want access of Indian market. India also want access of US market, and we want that US do not put so much tariffs on Indian goods, so that it in US market it becomes so much expensive that people can't buy it, and it is will also hurt Indian exporter.
If you have to see the difference between trade import, trade export, services import, export between India and rest of the world, which
Yes, sir.
document you will be picking up, Adnan?
Trade deficit. To check the trade deficit, I'm
If
not
you have to
aware,
check your
sir.
bank balance, you will see the transactions of your balance by watching on the passbook, bank passbook.
Yeah, passbook.
So
Yeah.
how you can see any country's transactions in goods, services, what they are rendering the services to the foreign country, what they are importing, like this. Which document you?
Not aware, sir.
Sir, it is a document we can say balance of payment in economics. We have read.
What is balance of payment?
Sir, it tells you about whether India is whether our imports are more or export are less. It tells you about that whole you said that where we are exporting, how much we are exporting to which country, where we are in trade deficit or a surplus.
Who gives the criteria of how balance of payment should look like? What should be the first component we have to just drop down, like a current account, then capital account? So who tell us?
This I don't know. Uh,
So see, in it, the moment you have mentioned in it trade deficit, like term, directly any panelist will go into how you can get the knowledge of trade deficit of any country, which document you use. So for that, there is a balance of payment, and balance of payment is completely guided by IMF, International Monetary Fund.
Pardon, sir? IMF.
Yes, so IMF basically
Internal.
sets the criteria like in any BOP format. So at present, the India is using manual 6 format of IMF for the balance of payment, in which the first component should be current account, second should be the capital account, third should be errors and omissions. Getting this thing. So this should be
okay,
the
sir.
criteria.
Sir, what are the items need to become in current account or capital account?
So under the current account, the trade, you have mentioned trades in goods and trades in services comes. Like
Okay,
trades
sir.
in goods means import and export. So trade deficit we can get from the current account itself. Under the second section of current account, we come under the services like a trade invisible. The moment you are working in the foreign, you are giving money to your parents in India. That's come under the current account, but not trade. That is under services. Any IT sector working in foreign, just importing, exporting services, that comes under services trade, not that trade deficit of goods. Getting this thing. That is a current account. Coming to the capital account. So capital account basically implies the FPI investments in our country and what our people has done to foreign. So these balance ratios and FIIs, all the things, whatever you see in the stock market that FII has sold this thing. So where this will be accounted, that will be accounted in capital account. Coming to errors and omissions, and in that format, we just see balance of payment means it should always be balanced. That there should be no deficit, no excess in the statement. So that's why there is a third component, errors and omissions. So in errors and omissions, for example, suppose current account plus capital account make $25 billion dollars in upward direction. That is a positive. So in errors and omission, we will take minus $24 billion so that it will comp off the positive thing and make the stake zero. Getting this thing. This is generally taken as a foreign exchange reserve, means they hit to the whatever positive and negative is and make the balance of payment zero. Adnan, any doubt?
No, sir.
So we had discussed yesterday about justice reform. That was the first topic. Second topic was 5 trillion economy.
Yes, sir.
So who will be starting this topic?
Sir, I start.
Yes.
So, sir, it is one of the ambitious goal
Firstly, see,
that
this is 9:27. Anyhow, you have to stop at 9:29.
okay, okay. So, sir, it is one of the ambitious goal which is came into the news in the recent years, and our Prime Minister also gave us a vision of a $5 trillion economy. Sir, first we need to understand what is $5 trillion economy. It means that when a total value of all the goods and services reach to the mark of 5 trillion, that is known as $5 trillion economy. And how we can going to achieve it? This is can be done through increasing the GDP of our economy by creating more jobs, by creating more infrastructure products, and improving the lives of the individuals. Right now, we are the fifth largest economy in our country, in the world, and there are potential sectors which need to be grown in the future, like agriculture, IT sectors, and real estate sectors are there. But there are certain challenges we need to address, like inflation, unemployment, and income inequalities. But also there are sectors where we need a reforms, like education sector, healthcare sectors, and ease of doing business. In overall, I can conclude that it is the 5 trillion goals we can achieve it, but it can be achieved through consistent effort, good governance, and innovation that is done by the government. This is all about.
Nan, can you please take it up?
Yes, sir. Like I was not aware about the topic yesterday. Like I haven't attended, so I can go with the GST reforms.
Yes, you can go with.
Yes, sir. GST reform. Buying a same product in buying a same product in different states, paying a two different, very different taxes is what India before the GST, and GST introduced in India in 2017, which replaced all the complex structure of taxes like VAT, indirect taxes, custom duties, etc., under one tax. And the vision of one nation, one tax is a good approach by by the government, and it was one of the biggest tax reforms that happened in the country. The- Yes, yes, that's what I can recall right now.
Okay, Pune GST reform.
Sir, GST reforms are basically, sir, GST means it is a destination-based tax which is levied on a supply of goods and services, and it is introduced in 1 July 2017. Basically, it remove all the different taxes like VAT, excise duty, and service tax, and it is a unified tax system. The reforms which is required in this sector, like technological reforms, there sometimes what happen, mishappening of invoice happens, and lots of GST fraud happens. We need a good technological system in this field. Also, we can reduce the tax rates of GST and club and make it into a single GST system, like 15% we can do. What it will do, it will increase the people will purchase more and more goods, and it will also increase the revenue of the government. Also, other things we can do, we can bring the reforms in GST counseling members. We can bring pupils from different professions, like accountant, economist, and lawyers can be there, which can help them to brighter their scope and help them in decision making. Also, there are exempted goods are there which need to be included, like alcohol, petroleum are not included, and certain sectors are there, like like real estate sector is not included in GST. So this is all about the GST, but government need to work on this system. There are lots of dispute mechanisms government need to form to settle, like input tax credit system is there, like lot of dispute in this sector, statement, this form is there. So government need to work on this, and definitely it's a good GST is a good reform, but certain amendments and changes are required to make it a successful.
How was this, Adnan?
That's pretty good, sir.
So sometimes I
Well
fumble in
structured way.
between, sir. This is a problem with me. Like I forgot how to club my thoughts and put into a sentence.
Don't
Sometimes this
club, be
happens.
in flow. Don't club your thoughts, be in flow. Whatever coming on your mind is just speak, but think once before speaking.
Okay, okay, sir.
Like what is news anchor is speaking like this. Think once before anything you are going to speak, then speak.
Okay, sir.
So like this way, Swadnan, since this is your first lecture for this, and you don't know that how we have to present the topics. So see,
Yeah, I'll work on it, sir.
if any topic is being asked like this oral communication test, we have to go through the basic framework, that is introduction, body and conclusion. So in the introduction, we have to introduce like 5 trillion economy, what it may consist of, why it is given the word of 5 trillion. So we are supposed to reach this milestone of 5 trillion economy with the help of some rigorous sector. You can take the name of primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. That's all. Then coming to the body, in body we have to elaborate the things, whatever you have said in introduction. Means Prime Minister Narendra Modi has set the target of 5 trillion economy. They have also emphasized on the MSME sector, credit worthiness, and credit growth in the country, GDP growth, farmers welfare schemes, agriculture sector, like these things you have to mention in the body. Don't stretch body very much. Then coming to conclusion, if you are not getting anything to conclude, you say some points of introduction and say some points of this body and conclude the thing. That concluding this, you have to say concluding this. I would like to say whatever you have to say. Getting this thing. Or else
Okay,
the proper conclusion should consist of some present problems if there are any, and some future solution that may come or that may be relevant to this problem. That government can do this, government are trying to do this, trying to remove this hurdle, getting this thing. This should be the proper thing.
okay, sir, got it.
So today we are with our location based question. Yesterday we ended up name based question. So this question is very easy, that you know your name, the meaning of your name. That's all. Today we are with
Okay.
location based question. Adnan, who is the CM of Jharkhand?
Sir, I'm not able to recall his name right now.
Recently,
Sir,
CBI inquired and also given him jail for some
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
sir, it is, I know this,
I'm not able to recall his name, sir.
Who is your MLA of your area?
I don't know about the name.
What is famous thing from Jharkhand you would like to say?
Mm. Like in my city is famous for coal. Its second name is also called as the Black Diamond City. And Jharkhand is also famous for Tata. And there are sports players like MS Dhoni is also from Jharkhand. These are things are famous from Jharkhand.
Okay. Can you tell me two states?
Hemant Sorai.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Hemant
Two
Soren.
states.
Two
Yeah, I
states
know.
sharing the border of Jharkhand.
Two states neighboring
Yes.
Jharkhand. Bihar, West Bengal,
And any other state sharing,
Odisha.
and you are coming from the east, north direction.
East, North, there is
Is it Chhattisgarh?
Chhattisgarh. Neighboring to Jharkhand, where?
Yes.
Mm, don't know.
Who shares border in the northwest direction? Do you have idea?
No, no. Northwest. No.
What is famous about Ranchi?
So,
Is it audible?
Yes, you are audible to me, but sir is not audible right now.
Yes. See,
yes, sir.
do you know anything about Ranchi and something more interestingly, if anything from Ranchi belongs to UNESCO World Heritage Site or anything in a cultural perspective,
No, sir.
please update these things.
Okay, sure.
Anything boldly like this thing. Which crop is famous from your area? Is there any crop going on since this is the highest coal exposure there in your yard? Is there any crop
Highest
prospects?
coal exporter of East Jharkhand. No, sir.
No, since you belong to Jharkhand, which has highest coal exposure, but I am asking that is there any crop agricultural activity happening there or not?
Not aware of it, sir. I'll get updated regarding this.
Puneet, would you like to tell something from your area?
Yes, sir.
Firstly, let
Gwalior
me
is
know why Bhopal is famous for lakes.
okay, sir. Sir, Bhopal was built by Raja Bhoj, and that's why it is known as a city of lake because there was a man-made lake which is made by Raja Bhoj in 11th century. That is known as Upper Lake, and also other monuments. There was Bhimbetka Rock Shelter, which is UNESCO World Heritage Site, and also Sachi
Bhimbetka Rock
Stupa.
Shelter is how much kilometer from Bhopal railway station?
This I don't know.
To
Uh,
guess,
yes, sir, I can say Bhimbetka. I can say, sir, it is on highway when you go to Gwalior, when you go to Bhopal to Itarsi. It is in midway.
I am talking about kilometer figure, not highway or any type. What is
Sir, I first of all I need to know about how much it takes to go to Itarsi. What is the kilometer? Then it is in midway, so I can calculate.
so what is famous about Gwalior?
Sir, Gwalior has famous for like Jevla's Palace, which is the resident of Scindia, and also a museum which is built by Jayaji Rao Scindia. And also, sir, Gwalior Fort is there, which gives you a view of city, and it also include Gujaria Mahal and Man Mandir is there. And sir, also it is recognized by UNESCO as a city of music because it is the birthplace of Tansin, who was Navratan in the court of Emperor Akbar.
Okay. For the Gwalior, who is the MLA of your area?
Sir, it is Munna Lal Goyal. No, no, sir, Satish Sekarwar. Satish Sekarwar. Sorry, sir. Satish Sekarwar.
Satish Sikarwal.
Sir, yes, sir.
Which party does he belong to?
He belongs to sir BJP, not not BJP. No sir, nahi, sorry sir, Congress, Congress. Sorry sir, Congress.
Are you sure for this?
Yes sir, because recently the happens. I can say it is belong to Congress only. Satish Sekarwar.
Who is MP from your area?
MP, sir, this I don't know.
Who is the current finance minister of MP?
Yeah, there was yeah the sir Home Minister was Narottam Mishra right now, and the Finance Minister sir I don't know. This is why I need to search.
Narottam Mishra belong to which constituency?
Narottam Mishra, sir, it belongs to not Bhopal, but this also I don't know. I need to search it.
So do you know education of Nautan Mishra? Means from where has he?
No, sir, I completely don't know about the what is the what is the education of that minister and all. This much detailed knowledge I don't have, sir. This is my I pardon from my side.
So what would you like to prefer in Bhopal? So anything to visit, anything like industrial purpose? Or have you heard
Sir,
about 1984 that tragedy?
a Bhopal gas tragedy, sir. This is a Union Carbide company which is used to there. There is a I can say the leakage of gas happened at that time, and lots of people have died through this tragedy.
Which carbide gas leaked there?
Union Carbide is a company, and the gas I can say, sir, gas name I don't know, but I can say methane was there, or
When it took place?
it is near. I can say, sir, I have to guess. I don't know the exact year.
So see, whatever the past history of your area, from where
Yes,
you
sir.
belong, if there any major incident took place, your
Okay, sir.
regional connectivity in the sense is your region, cropping pattern, climate change, industrial things, if anything prominent there. MP name,
Okay, sir.
MLA name, CM name. If anything happened like from the MP, you can say that our CM became the agriculture minister of central in the cabinet. So Shivraj Singh
That is,
Chauhan belongs to which
uh,
constituency?
I can say it is near to the Bhopal village where he is always used to contest election. I don't know, but earlier one sir was Naren Singh Tomar, who was from our area. He is the agriculture minister before Shivraj Singh Chauhan.
So if you don't know something, what question has been asked, don't just tell now.
Okay, sir.
So
Sir,
is he
and,
from Vidisha?
sir, Vidisha, right, sir.
So let me know if my screen is visible to you.
Okay, sir. Sir, once you can repeat what are the things that you have said, we need to remember. I can write in on my diary.
Everything about your location means climatic pattern.
Location. Okay, sir.
Climatic pattern, political sense is MP name, MLA name, CM highlighted from your area, if any. That is
Okay.
more
Mm,
important. Anything prominent in your area, any temple is there, and any big fort is there, which is still in existence. Like this thing you have to
PCML.
remember.
Okay, sir.
Any UNESCO World Heritage Site, getting this.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, if you don't know, sir, anything about like your that like more most of the things I don't know. So, sir, at that time I can say, sir, I don't know, or to cover up how I can say.
I will tell the answer of this question that
Okay,
if you don't know something,
okay,
how you can cope up with that question.
okay, sir. Okay,
So let us get with today's topic, that is a bank rate. Bank rate is a rate of interest which RBI implement. That RBI when it lends money to the public sector bank on a long term basis. So if below 90 days they are going to give the loan, that is called repo rate. But if above 90 days for the 1 year they are giving, that will be under bank rate.
okay, sir.
So please update the current figure of these repo, reverse repo, CRR, SLR, MSF with the help of RBI official website.
Okay,
These are
sir.
very
Okay.
dynamic in the nature. Every quarter they may change. Either CRR, either repo rate, they are mostly prominent to fluctuation. So basis point is what? Suppose I am saying that 100 basis point has been increased. That means 1%. So for the simplicity, we take as a basis point for something like if I am saying that 25 basis point has been increased something, that means 0.25% has been. So yesterday we read about repo rate, what is repo rate, what is reverse repo rate, what is marginal standing facility, and today bank rate. Now these are the quantitative measures what we read, but there are some qualitative measures. Qualitative in the sense we will not tell you the fixed figure like 2%, 3%, 5%, 10%, but qualitatively we will play with you. For example, margin requirement. You suppose if anybody has a collateral come to bank, we give the loan to him at rate of 6%. But if somebody came and he doesn't own any collateral, we will give him money for at least 9 to 10% interest rate. But there is a chances of default for the same because they don't have collateral. They can default also for the 9-10% interest rate. So we have to make some provisions in our bank books. For example, for 50% of the loan given, we can make the provision. So that is called the margin requirement. How much margin we have to keep. So margin is in the sense we have taken the collateral worth 100 rupees, but we have given the loan of 80 rupees. So 20 rupees is our margin. Getting this thing, 20 rupees is our margin. We don't offer 100% loan of the value of security what we have taken as a mortgage. Same is direct action. Central bank can direct any bank not to do credit. Paytm payment bank, you have seen the case, not to just extend credit to any customer. Rationing of credit, again the same thing. That control RBI can control the credit granted and allocated by commercial banks. That don't give the personal loan, just give only housing loan. RBI can say, getting this thing. Then second thing, the marginal cost of fund based lending rate. So RBI takes a loan on repo rate. Means RBI extend the loan to the commercial bank on repo rate. For example, suppose at present 6% is repo rate. Now what will happen? RBI took 6% from the commercial bank. Commercial bank will give you the loan not less than 6% interest rate because they have a cost of 6%. They are paying RBI 6%. So they will take at least 6% plus 1% administrative cost plus 1% profit. So 8%, at 8% they will give you the loan. That is called cost of fund. That was 6%. Then coming to your profit, then coming to your benefit. Means over and above. That is to cover the administrative cost. So totally 8% they will extend the loan. Base rate is a rate below which they cannot lend. Now we have taken the look on the monetary policy committee earlier, but let us see composition of this committee. So they have 6 members. Every day you will read newspaper, you will find 6-member monetary policy committee. Whereas 3 each nominated by government and RBI and each member have 1 vote. Means 3 from the government, 3 from the RBI will come and everyone has 1. You have to remember the name of the panelist. So at present, the chairperson of this monetary policy committee is Sanjay Malhotra.
Sir, here it is written Shakti Kanta Das as the present chairman.
Actually, I have
He's the
told you
previous.
to update these things.
Okay, sir.
There is something written, but I will tell you that don't read this, This is self understanding.
Okay, sir.
Now committee is trying to just stick to the bracket of 4 plus minus 2% of inflation. That is minimum 2, max 6. In between that, they want to stay. That is called healthy inflation for the country. Now, what is banking sector? So, bank is actually mobilizing the savings. Means you will save some money in your home. You will take that money to the bank. Bank will give interest on this, and bank will lend to someone who is in need of that. So there are two types of banks: scheduled bank, non-scheduled bank. So basically, scheduled bank are those bank which name of which banks are listed in the second schedule of RBI Act 1934. That is a strict definition. If you will ask me, no sir, what is the criteria of being scheduled bank? Even I don't know, even governor don't know, anyone don't know like this. So scheduled bank are basically second schedule of Act 1934. They are listed. That is for scheduled bank. Other than that, all are non-scheduled bank. So how banks are nationalized? Why they have been nationalized in earlier 1969, 1980? We will discuss later on. Any doubt you have till now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I have given you PDF. Please print it, and Adnan, I will provide the PDF to you right now. So for the
Okay, sir.
tomorrow, in the same manner, intro, body, conclusion with 2 minute time, you have to speak on cryptocurrency and
Okay.
digital currency. So taking both at a time. That is a crypto and digital currency. Any doubt you have till now can ask.
No, sir.
So for tomorrow, cryptocurrency and digital currency is topic, and we will go with your graduation specific, that is school to graduation.